I started a book club a while back. The idea was to give me new things to think about and to give the people that I believe are intellectual or want to explore new things an opportunity to do so in a circumstance where they can speak with me about hopefully philosophical arguments and things to improve our life. I have been lucky enough to find people that want to participate in such a thing, and I intend to grow it over time, so if you happen to be interested in such a thing, let me know. I will say that recently we have been reading Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. And Ayn Rand is quite the philosopher. I have not done enough research yet to know the gravity of the individual that Ayn Rand was, as I assume she is dead now. But the philosophy that's come from her is something that's so deep and ingrained in capitalism, in this culture that we struggle to love, that I think it's worthwhile for me to try to explain what I'm getting out of this. So the idea is we essentially work our whole lives in a system contrived by honest, good people, and eventually people that aren't so honest and good take over and utilize it to leech off of other people. This is a system we have grown to love and hate in our world today. The question becomes, how do we maintain a sense of purpose in a system in which we do not entirely agree with the premise? What is the premise? What is Ayn Rand's assumption, the premise? That we work, that the ones among us that work the hardest will be the ones that are leached off of the hardest. A little dark, sure. But if you spend some time, if you devote, and when I say some, when we devote a significant chunk of our life into making ourselves better, into accumulating large amounts of wealth or relationships or prowess, power, whatever it is, this is a conclusion that we're going to come to time and time again, that there are going to be people around us, often people that don't even know us very well, that are going to be taking the very things that we work very hard for and utilizing them as a way to accrue these things for themselves: wealth, power, relationships. Now, there's tremendous darkness in this, and I apologize for starting this off so dark, but there's also, for every force, an equal and opposite force. The light part of this is that there is escape from the system. There is escape from the matrix. There is escape from the reality that many of us seem to have given into. And the release is purpose. The conclusion that I'm coming to slowly, and this is just merely a part of it, is if we find what each of us is incredibly efficient at, the things, or hopefully thing, that we really, really enjoy doing and are actually quite effective at, more so than other people, and we specialize in this thing. Specialize in this thing that brings us joy, light, and love, and we surround ourselves with people that are also like this, specialists of their craft, that genuinely enjoy doing it outside of perhaps material gain, even though that's a very valid reason for doing tremendous things in society. I think we'll be happier, and I think we'll actually escape the sense of dread that comes with realizing how some of these things work. If you're an anime watcher, One Piece, the king of the pirates, Monkey D. Luffy, people ask him, why does he want to be king of the pirates? He says, freedom. I want freedom. What does freedom mean to him? Freedom means that anyone can do whatever the hell they want. And at the end of the day, people can do whatever they want in a sense that it's very selfish. It's very hedonistic, not all that productive, kind of self-sabotage. Or we could do what we want in terms of our body as a temple, for instance. That we want to be spiritually aware of what's going on in life. That we want to be socially aware of the things that our loved ones are going through. And to go to my point earlier, to be emotionally aware of what we want to specialize in, what we feel our purpose in life should be. So these are some things I've been thinking about after reading 700 or so pages of Atlas Shrugged. As I go through the novel, I'm sure I'll evolve this philosophy more. But it's something that I'm going to probably continue to see as I rise in my power, I suppose, in society. The amount that people seem to sacrifice their time for the sake of things that they were taught they were supposed to enjoy. Like buying things, or like traveling, or like what other material stuff can I think of? Just material things, like physical things, rather than ideas and emotions and experiences. So I guess I make this video to encourage whoever's listening to aspire for greatness, to aspire for heights that are currently almost unimaginable, for the sake of your soul, for your purpose, and hopefully for the sake of being free from the philosophies of many around us, of our society, so that we may propel this society forward in a lot of unique and only you type of ways. That's the reason I've made this channel. And I'd like to think, hopefully my whole life will go into convincing people that our purpose, the things that we decide to be that are the most efficient things for us to do, the things that we decide are the most emotionally satisfying things for us to do, that we actually do them. And we do them to such a degree that we're exceptional at them. So much so that, and this is an interesting line, that every amount of efficiency that we find in our life in figuring out the details of this confusion, every minute, every hour that we make more efficient, we actually make the lives of other people around us more efficient, more valuable, more essentially saving time in order to use that freedom, in order to use that time to do whatever the hell we want. If it means being more productive, it means doing more stuff, it makes us happy, so be it. There is freedom from this matrix. There is freedom from any system in the world. But I think we have to realize that there is something that we want to be free from first. And I think that comes with probably realizing some of the bullshit that's going on. Some of the underpinnings of many of the people that we talk to and even respect. It's a hard pill to swallow, as for most of these messages. But I think well worth thinking about. I think something, food for thought, my friend. Aspire for greatness. Aspire for the beautiful things in life. Aspire for whatever you wish. My message is find whatever you are the most efficient at, the best at, and get so freaking good at it that you end up helping people save time. I hope this message finds you well. If you have a second, as per usual, drop me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment. If you haven't already, subscribed to the channel. It helps me out a lot. I'm trying to get to 1,000 in like the next year or so. Then I'll hire a little team and do some other cool stuff. And check out this video if you have a second. This dartboard. Hopefully it'll give you a little bit more inspiration. Actualize your potential, my friend. This world needs you. Take care.